Yo, what is up? It's your boy JTM. This is Let's Talk About It. And as promised, I have Buffalo Bills star safety Jordan Poyer with us. What is up, Jordan, man?
What's up, y'all? How you doing, man? Nothing much, man. Just got done with practice, trying to take care of the body now. So I'm in this facility right now, just getting done, man.
Now, as far as the offseason goes, man, like I said, that's supposed to be you guys' time off to relax and stuff. But when we follow most of you guys on IG, especially you, you're training all summer.
Oh, you got to, man. You gotta stay ready, so you ain't gotta get ready, man. This league, everybody's trying to take your job, man. So it's a blessing to be able to be here. But yeah, it's some off time, but definitely you gotta stay on top of your stuff.
All right, man. So I want to get into your background a little bit for those who don't know in Buffalo. Now, you're from Oregon, right?
Yeah, from the state of Oregon, went to Oregon State. Shout out to Beavers, Corvallis, Oregon.
All-American?
Yes, sir. All American, all consensus All American. Don't forget that.
All
My
right.
my senior year. So yeah, you gotta throw that one in there.
Okay. Now, question. Did mom and dad play sports?
Yeah, mom and dad played sports. Both. My mom actually played 3 sports in college. She transferred twice. Had some tragedy happen in college, so she ended up transferring from Oregon State. Went to a smaller school in Oregon, then transferred to Eastern New Mexico, where she met my dad. She played volleyball there. My dad played football there. So got a lot of sports background in the family.
Okay. Now, I was doing a little bit of research on you, man. You played quarterback in high school.
Yes, sir. I was a quarterback, man. I was a two-way player. Our school was kind of small. We were kind of went up to 6A. We were a 4A school. Probably had about 800 kids at our high school. But I was definitely a quarterback, all state. Won the state championship my senior year, 14-0. Shout out to Fisherman, man. We took it as the only state championship that we had won, and the last one we had won. So I definitely carried that one under the belt.
Now, I got a question. Since you was out there balling as a quarterback in high school, when you went to college, you transitioned to what? Cornerback or safety first?
I transitioned to corner, and then they had moved me into safety probably at the end of training camp. No, it wasn't the end of training. It was probably midway through the season. We had a couple guys go down. They had moved me from safety actually to corner, and then I actually went to the league and then got moved from corner to safety. So I kind of been all around on the back end side of the ball.
Now, as far as playing quarterback, right, and having to understand all the different positions and what the defense are doing, how easy did that make the transition to that side of the ball in college?
I played a lot of corner in high school, played some safety. Obviously, it's way different. The tempo is faster, the speed is faster. But I was able to learn the position, and I had a lot of great mentors that were ahead of me that taught me the position. I had a lot of great coaches. But being able to be on that side of the football, kind of have an understanding what the offense is trying to do, definitely helped me be able to make plays and read quarterback's eyes and know where he's trying to go with football.
Definitely, man, definitely. So you had a good season last year, man. Great season. 95 tackles, 5 picks.
I appreciate that. Worked hard, man. This it's a fun defense to play in. Got a lot of really good guys on this side of the football that work well together. So it's definitely fun.
Definitely. I mean, we just had an interview recently with our former Bill cornerback Jeff Burris, and I asked him a question. Because your secondary was new with you, Tre'Davious and Micah Hyde and EJ Gaines that was there last year, all coming together. How did you guys gel so fast?
We just kind of took it with what it was, man. We knew nobody had very very high expectations on us, and so we took it upon ourselves to make sure that people knew who we were, and we came to work every day, worked hard, communicated, hung out off the field, which I think is just as important as being in the meeting rooms, talking in the meeting rooms. And so it's a really good group of guys. Like I said, Micah and I, we had known each other before coming in here, and then Trey came in. Should have been, he's one of the top corners in the league, I think, and then Gaines came in and fit in right away. And so, like I said, it was a fun group to be around. Like I said, we worked really hard and just took it for what it was, man. Like I said, nobody had high expectations on us but ourselves in that room, and so we just kept working and kept pushing.
Now, you guys have a veteran cornerback in your room, new cornerback in your room, veteran, and Vontae Davis.
Mm-hmm.
How influential is that having a guy that's been really great in the league for a long time?
It's huge, man. I mean, just his leadership and just the amount of snaps that he's played on the outside. He just brings so much to the table. His understanding of the game, and he's came in and bought right into the system, bought right into the scheme, and bought into how we go about our business each and every day, how we go to work, and he's one of the guys now. And so, like I said, it's a fun group to be around, and we got a lot of new players up front and the linebacker in the linebacker room that are going to help us make plays and make it easier on the back end for us.
Great, man. That's great. Like I said, I know myself and a lot of other fans are really excited to see what you guys do in year two. Like I said, I have you guys tabbed as a top three, if not the best secondary in the NFL. So we're expecting big things from you guys. Let me ask you this question, right? In the NFL now, because of the spread systems, you being a cornerback, a former cornerback, Micah Hyde being a former cornerback, how important is that with these spread systems that you guys are converted corners to pretty much safety, and now you have everything in front of you?
Yeah, I have that question asked a lot, and to me, I'm not the biggest guy out there. I'm not the strongest guy out there. I feel like I would like to think that I see the field really well. Route recognition is huge. Understanding where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there, and and then just the communication part, all across the board. From the back end to the linebackers to the front, and understanding what all 11 guys are doing on defense. And so, the transition wasn't tough. Just I think the biggest challenge for me was run fits. Because I never really had run fits as a corner. All you're really doing is crack replacing. But when you see, a guard pull, and you got to go next available gap, or you see, a zone scheme, you got to come beat the crack and get vertical. It was definitely challenging. I'm still learning it, still working on it each and every day. And I think Mike and I both, we feed off each other's energy, feed off each other's, competitiveness, and we want to be the best, and we believe that we are. Whatever anybody else has to say outside of this building, they can say what they want to say. But him and I, we take it into accountability. We have high expectations on ourselves, and our coaches have high expectations for us. And so we want to be the best. And so, like I said, we're just learning. We're learning more and more each and every day about each other, about the scheme, about the guys around us. And so it definitely makes it easier when you got guys like that around you.
Now, coming from Oregon, which is on the West Coast, and I know you now reside in Florida. How's the weather treating you in Buffalo? How was the conversion to that, man?
It's nice today, man. It's about 85 out. It felt like I was down on the South Beach for a little bit outside at practice today. But no, it's it's beautiful out here. Obviously, the wintertime gets a little chilly, but we like to take that to our advantage, man. Nobody wants to come here in the wintertime and play, in front of this crowd and play here, and it's minus 10 degrees, whatever it is, outside. We like to take advantage of that. And I remember when I was in Cleveland. Not that we won a whole lot of games out there, but when we came to Buffalo in the wintertime, it was probably our second to last game of the season. I mean, it's just like you flying in, you don't see a whole lot. You see snow on the ground. It's like, dang, it's already in your mind like it's gonna be a cold one. So we like to use that to our advantage. And these fans out here are great, man. Rain, sun, sleet, snow. They're gonna be out there cheering, going crazy. Probably one of the best memories I had was in the snow game last year against the Colts. Full stadium or as full as it could be. Fans out there and freezing, they're going crazy. We end up winning the game and just celebration on the sideline with the fans throwing snow in there. It was really awesome. So definitely embrace the fans out here, and they're gonna cheer for you. No matter the weather. So it's awesome to use it to your advantage.
Now, like I said, I'm expecting a great season from you guys. And as far as that snow game goes, this lucky guy right here picked the one home game to go to, and happened to be.
It happened to be that one.
It was an epic
I
game.
bet it was nuts. I bet it was
a memory
nuts.
I have forever, and I know a memory that you guys and all the fans that were there will have forever. It was an amazing experience.
Definitely, it was awesome.
Now you have a couple causes that you work with. You have the Poyer camp, and Camp Good Kid, is it?
Camp Good Days.
Good Days. Okay.
Yeah. Camp Good Days is it's an organization that helps kids who either have cancer, or have parents who have cancer, or have passed away with cancer. And so, I went there last year for Halloween and to make pumpkins with the kids, and they really impacted my life in a positive way. So I wanted to continue to give back to them and to help support that organization and to keep moving forward. And then my camp that I hold every year since I've been in the league, except last year because my daughter was just born, a couple months prior, and I'm go back to Astoria, where I grew up, and hold a camp for the kids, out there. And then this year, we're actually doing a little something different. We're gonna have the camp out in Astoria, and then I'm gonna drive to Portland, and there's gonna be a high school 7-on-7 tournament that I'll be hosting that too. So it'll be a fun, eventful day.
Now, speaking of your daughter, right? We see the videos you post. She's becoming a little bit of an Instagram star, man.
Man, that's all my wife, man. That's all my wife. My daughter's beautiful, and so I anything that makes my wife happy. You know, I'm happy wife, happy life. So if she want to make her a little Instagram star, that's all right. She gonna be a daddy's girl when she gets older, though. I just know that. Right now, she's at a little sassy age, so it's a little tough to control her right now. You know, her terrible twos are coming up, so I'm a little nervous about that. But I know eventually, you know, the mama stage. She's in the mama stage now. She wants to say mama this, mama that. I know it's coming around, especially when she sees how daddy goes to work and how daddy, you know, goes about his business and wants to be out here on the football field running around. So, you know, I'm definitely excited to see her grow up.
Now, Jordan has a trivia question for some of the fans watching and viewing, and I hope you're viewing because this is a great question. The first person to answer right will get a prize in the Fanatic giveaway. So shoot, Jordan.
All right, so you know, I was a three sport athlete in high school. I actually played in college too, baseball and football. The question is, what team did I get drafted out of high school to go play baseball in the major leagues? So if you answer that question, I guess you get the prize. First person to answer the question gets the prize. So once again, I'll ask it again. What team did I get drafted to out of high school to go play in the major leagues?
Definitely. Yeah, you guys got to answer it. Speaking of baseball, we've seen like Russell Wilson lately go take some at bats.
Mm-hmm.
We see Jordan Poyer maybe go down the
You
spring
know,
training and take some bats.
I'm actually going tomorrow, man. Going to the Bison's. Bison's. I think it's either a practice or a game. I'm supposed to be down there at 3:00. I'm supposed to take some batting practice, take some infield. So I'm a little nervous. Like my first pitch I'm not a pitcher, so you know I had a first pitch I threw out a couple weeks ago. Sailed it, went over to the backstop, but that's not my game. I was an outfielder. You know, I hit the ball really well, but I get to go play around with some real ballers tomorrow, so I'm excited about that.
Oh man, definitely. Well, Jordan, man, I mean, like I said, it's I think everybody's really anticipating the season. You guys drafted Josh Allen early. You guys got an absolute looking beast in Tremaine Edmonds.
Mm-hmm.
Secondary still looks shut down. I know everybody's really excited about this team this year, and we really want to thank you for really embracing the city of Buffalo.
Nah, this city's awesome, man, and you know they embrace me, and so you know I'm working hard for them, you know, because I know you know they want it just as bad as I do, and so you know still last year I'm a little salty about the Jacksonville game. You know, I felt like we should have came away with that W, but we're working hard to get back to that same you know, get back to the playoffs this year, because you get in the playoffs you got a chance. So promise y'all we're working hard out here every single day. When we get the chance to during OTAs, and we're going to come into training camp, you know, with the feet in the ground running.
I mean, it had to be an amazing feeling to be here to break the drought.
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, I still remember, you know, coming home from Miami like it was yesterday. You know, obviously got the dub in Miami, had to wait for the Cincinnati and Baltimore game to be over with, and then, you know, just to see the amount of support that we had on New Year's Day. You know, it had to be minus 15 degrees outside when we landed, and all the fans that were out there, and then, you know, just the support that we have around here, around this organization is amazing, and we as players really appreciate that. We really embrace it, and like I said, we want to work hard, you know, to see that again and to go even further.
Definitely, man. Like I said, we all have faith in you guys. We're all rooting you guys on. But definitely, man, good luck on the upcoming season, Jordan.
Appreciate it.
We got your back, man, and
Appreciate it, man.
stay in touch, Jordan.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us.
Yep. Peace. Bills Mafia. We love you.
Everybody, that was Jordan Poyer, starting safety for the Buffalo Bills, star player. Like I said, man, it's gonna be a great season coming up. I know I'm excited. I know a lot of other people are excited. I mean, man, like I said, I think this is the most excited that we've been in Buffalo in a really, really long time. I think we have stability. That's the biggest thing now. It's stability. We have a management team that's working together. We have a head coach that's determined, and we have a bunch of players that have a lot to prove on the field. But not only on the field, we have a lot of high character guys off the field. These guys are in the communities. They're working for you, working hard for you, like Jordan said. So we just have to root them on. And there's something I want to touch on that has been happening lately, and it kind of bothers me somewhat. Right? The thing is this, man. When they put all these rules out, as far as for player safety and things of that such, these rules are put out to protect the players. These rules are there to keep them safe. Because like I said, at the end of the day, we often forget that there's a life after football. Football isn't it. Football's a run for maybe 10 years if you're lucky. But there's a life after that. And these guys aren't meant to be barbarics. They're humans just like you and I. They bleed just like you and I. They get banged up just like you and I, even if we view them as superheroes. So just let's take it easy on the rules a little bit, man. You know, we want to keep these guys safe because we want them to enjoy their life when they're far out the limelight of what we're doing or what they're doing, and when we're not necessarily cheering them on every single Sunday. But like I said, man, this was this was a great interview, man. I'm very gracious for Jordan taking time out of his day to join us, especially in OTAs. But at the end of the day, we got something here, people. We have something here. Like I said, I know you feel it. I feel it. Just the whole aura. You know, we haven't had this type of feel in an extremely long time. And I know players like Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde and Tre'Davious White, who are here for the long term, will see this thing through, man. We're going to see this thing through. So, in the day, man, that was my interview with Jordan Poyer today. It's my time. I'm happy that you guys tuned in. Thank you.